Stroke our ego, feed our ego, make our ego feel good. Who wants? Have you ever? Let me give you a different example. Have you ever owned a dog before?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Uh huh. Did it like to be pet on the stomach?
Yes,
Did it know where it liked to be pet?
definitely.
Did it know how to tell you in canine, pet me here?
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever tell you this is enough? Stop petting. I'm done.
Never.
That's
No.
because there's no such thing as doing the most when something you like.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. All right.
That's all I needed.
All
I'll just keep
right.
doing
All
this.
right. That's if you try to stop petting a dog where he likes it, he will be like, hey, 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 hey. You got to
I
tell him.
agree. I like to do the most. It's fun.
Well, think about it. The way people don't want you to do the most is women who do the least
That's
because you make
exactly
it hard
right.
on them because they got to do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
true.
uh, all right, guys. I kind of just wanted to throw that in there because I heard some things and I was like, let me kind of focus on these two things so maybe it can kind of help you guys move the conversation in a way to where we want the choosing signals. As a matter of fact, the very men that you would likely have the best relationship with are the introverts. They're not
Mm,
the extroverts. The extroverts who are out there with the flash and the pizzazz and this and that are generally fuck boys.
mm-hmm.
Yikes.
They're generally fuck boys and fakes. They're overcompensating. Rarely are you truly an extrovert and you have outcomes to support your extroversion. Introverts, but you have to meet an introvert. Let me say this now. I'll leave you guys. Modern women, you can't choose the time you were born into, but you need to understand something. To get the kind of man you want, you must meet us at our level. We're not meeting you at your level. You must meet us at our level. If he's a science, technology, engineering, and math, if you notice how I speak Star Wars, Marvel, hip hop. I meet people at their level. I don't expect them to care about Tom Ford and Oud and uh, Oxfords and Windsor not. That's my shit. I meet people at their level, and when you meet someone at their level, they're much more willing to meet you at your level because it shows initial good faith. See all the geeks and nerds. They're like, yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. That's
Yeah.
what I do when I talk
Look,
that
look,
Marvel
look,
shit.
look, man. I
Listen, you
say,
think my name's Jedi Mike 7 for nothing? I do movie. I talk about Marvel,
Hey,
Star Wars,
I
all this
sound
stuff.
like anime all the time, bro. Anime and manga. That's all
Oh,
I
look,
read,
I
man.
re
bro. What you
I
talking
re
about?
I've got to watch Boba Fett, the episode three, and I
Uh-oh.
yeah,
rewatched
yeah.
the Mandalorian. I rewatched the Mandalorian when Luke came through and got Baby Yoda, and I watched the fan reactions. Man, old Star Wars fan had tears in his eyes. Man, them
Bruh,
shits was good,
he
man.
knows.
See,
They
Cam,
know.
learn. Are you're a single woman? Are you a Star Trek or are you a Star Wars?
JB, what are you?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. See, are you either?
I'm both.
Okay. See, it's hard to be both because
It
when you say
is.
you're both, you got to be able to stand in front of a Trek and a Wars and own it. I'm
I'm gonna
both.
interrogate you after this. Thank you for letting me know that.
I
I'm
hear you.
both, but I can go all the way back to the old Republic, to the Outer Realm. I can do all of it
He
because
knows.
you
He
careful
knows.
about trying, and that's doing the most. My point is, whatever it is, pick one. Ladies, pick one. Star Trek, Star Wars. Go
JB,
understand
pick.
the lore. Go understand it past the movies. And I guarantee you, even it's kind of like being DC or Marvel. Guys will just appreciate the attempt if
Yeah,
it's
Yes. Thank
real.
you. Thank
Exactly.
you. Oh
But
my
if
hey,
all
God.
you
man.
know about
Thank
DC
you.
or
I'm
Marvel
with
is from
you.
these
I'm
movies,
with you.
Tony Stark has an alcohol problem, ladies. I just gave you an unlock. Demon in the bottle.
No, but
Go read
seriously,
Demon in the Bottle, and I'm getting you over the hump. Go read Demon in the Bottle. Go read Planet Hulk. I'll
you're
give you a
over my
leg
head.
up.
Bruh. Bruh.
You,
No,
you
Yo,
really,
seriously,
you really
serious
don't get
question.
it, do you? Boy, he's speaking of
All right,
Jedi
my
mind
now.
girl got
soul.
me. My girl's doing that.
Kevin,
I was
Kevin,
in
before you
Yes,
go.
engineering
yes, yes,
building.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was in
ma'am.
engineering building, and things nobody want to go into the room. She's the only girl stood up there. I walk up there. Then all of a sudden, I learned that she's watching Marvel's What If and and WandaVision, all this stuff, and the conversation led to there. Here we are, 6 months later.
There you go.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Amira,
beautiful.
what's up?
Hey, Kevin. There were three things I wanted to tell you really quickly, but I didn't get a chance to tell you last time I called in. But
Yeah, I was sick.
one was that these things that you're talking about, like putting the hair behind the ear and all of that, these are all things that we learned in finishing school as well about just being extra feminine. And I didn't know that these things could be applied in this kind of way too, but I applied them. That's why I'm married. The other thing I wanted to tell you was if you're still suffering from when you were sick, there is something that you can do to combat the effects of this. And that is to take grapefruit rinds, like peel off the skin, and the rinds of a lemon, simmer them for about 20 minutes, and then extract the juices from that and drink that with a little bit of honey because it's very bitter. And the last thing I wanted to tell you is when you're using StreamYard, you complained about people typing. You said you hear a typing noise. That is actually StreamYard's problem. They have an issue with iPhones. So they haven't actually synced them very well. So it's not them typing, it's actually a StreamYard issue.
Cool. I noticed that there was a difference between somebody sitting at a desk and somebody's on their phone. So
Yep, it's the phone.
what was I going to say? I am really seriously 2022. I am ramping. I'm moving the conversation on my side, and it's on the table. Some sort of charm school, finishing school, something. Because it's one thing to talk about femininity, but it's another thing to have feminine women actually work with women who want to be better. I ain't gonna teach it, but that ain't my thing. I may put the pieces together. But bottom line is, I think many guys today, because many of us were raised by single mothers or whatever, didn't have strong fathers, so we had to become the men we are. We understand it. Men just want to see women understanding their opportunity areas and doing something about it, and being able to say, I went through JB's finishing school and Charm Academy. Is like, oh, okay, that has good reviews. It's just something else to put on your resume, because you got to do something else. And the things that Amira was talking about would be things that you'd have to focus on to give you a leg up in the competition. Last thing, when I talk to women about trying to find the kind of guy they want, I was like, you need to understand, all your single friends, you guys are friends for a reason. And if there's one man, he's likely going to fit most of your friends' profile. Competition starts. You want to be the wife, not the bridesmaid. So stay on the lookout for that as we kind of move into this year, because I want to see better outcomes for the men, and that's for having women who understand how to provide the girlfriend experience before, during, and after being a girlfriend and into being a wife.